everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking for some space. It's Clements.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He's going to hand this off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's White. Pass not complete. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
And the Blue Raiders are moving quickly down the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Second down play coming up. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Echols. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Bulls lining up here on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Carter. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pass rush closing in. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Bulls are going to cash in this red zone trip. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled, but first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The Bulls will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Dropping back, it's Carter. Looking for 6. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? The pocket breaking down. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting into the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? A short completion to the big tight end. We're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
The shotgun running play call. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A gain makes it second and medium. Keeping it on the ground here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble now. Now it's second down here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big pull on the ball and bat it away.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
When they bring him down, blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Second down after that completion. To the air, it's Carter. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Finding space at the 20. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Oh, the running back, I think he might be frustrated. He has such a great gain, and somehow he gets pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I think he wanted to take that one all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. I don't blame him.
The Bulls line up with a first and goal. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, USF.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Lacey. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to throw. It's White. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. He'll take a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And now another deep ball here. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
USF offense is back out there now. And now the handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before they even get to the locker rooms.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking for some space. It's Clements.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. To the air. It's White. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Blue Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. They're going to run it here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. But they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Here comes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Carter. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Man, really good job here by the defense. Flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense back on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Dropping back. It's White. Gets made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the first down. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Blue Raiders will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result...
And the freshman making an impact play there.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Browns looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Carter. Fires it to the wideout. Accepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The Blue Raiders will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense hungry to convert here in third down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. And the Blue Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw. It's White. He's moving out of the pocket. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
That sack sets up a third down play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, South Florida. He'll stroll into the end zone. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's Lacey. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking for a deep completion. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Handoff to the back. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Carter. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's caught. It's Eccles. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Finding space at the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, USF.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Going for a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. To throw, it's White. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's on the run. Launches deep. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, that was 4th and a mile. I'm surprised they even went for this. What in the world are they thinking?
Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. The Blue Raiders looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. I mean, it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Handoff heading left. No shot to bring him down. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Bulls looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Bulls. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And they've got the returner corralled. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially can have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's White. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. And the Blue Raiders looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Quick pass. The catch is made. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down. The Blue Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Back to throw. It's White. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the...
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan.
Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Strong game by this quarterback.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Now the try for the two-point conversion.
Get set.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
The USF offense is back out there now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Gives it to the back. A quick juke to get free. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is war in control. And
Touchdown, South Florida. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12, the coach. in the end zone. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there.
Double right. Easy.
They're going to run it. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play.
Check. Cricket.
And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. And the Blue Waves come up to the line in the hurry-up. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Blue Raiders pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Looking downfield, it's White. He's escaping the pocket now. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. Very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the 2nd half.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. He missed it. Misfire there, but this has been a thoroughly dominating performance.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks you.
Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Belly stutter.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense.
Green 25.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And he knocks through the PAT. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Defense is coming after him. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Okay, ready?
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking downfield. It's Carter. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. There's a flag down. Did the receiver push off to get separation? So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. After the miss, it's still an 18-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
29.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the offense just takes a knee here. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. So this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game. And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the South Florida Bulls.